All right, matey, it's time for PE class. This is usually the segment hosted by our good friend Jarret Garn, but he has unfortunately had to take a bit of personal time as he lost someone very close to him. And so we dedicate this segment to Prince Archie.
Absolutely.
Jarret's lovely pug.
The Prince of Princes. And if you know Jarret, you know just how much Archie meant to him and Danny, his wife. And very, very, very sorry.
Very sad. There's nothing sadder than losing a dog. Like I would say it's easier to lose a person than it is to lose a dog, because people can shit you a lot, whereas dogs don't.
Dogs rely on you.
Dogs love you. They're always happy when you come home. They're just so enthusiastic and fantastic.
I remember trying to record podcasts at Jarret's house with this noise in the background. That was the cutest thing. Jeez. So I that was a big shock. He posted it on social media, and people responded accordingly, as they should. Like, condolences and all the best to him and Danny. But we must do this segment.
We got too many complaints if we don't.
I attempted to do this segment for him a few weeks ago, and I failed miserably. So Ben's going to do it this week.
Well, luckily for me, it's a very, very light week. Literally only 2 new releases this week on the old Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. Although, now I kind of wonder. There is so Warner Brothers have released Godzilla, and I can't tell if this is just Godzilla Kong or Godzilla X Kong.
It's Godzilla times Kong.
It's Godzilla times Kong. The New Empire has come out on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. Directed by Adam Wingard, the man behind You're Next and The Guest, which I was surprised by. Maybe I would have actually gone to see it.
It's
known that.
Super fun movie. I think it's the best of the MonsterVerse, because I'm a bit over the MonsterVerse. It's not my.
I was never into the MonsterVerse.
You'd like this one. It's like a big Saturday morning cartoon. It's like it's over the top, intentionally so, and just colourful and
Is
fun.
there a song and dance number to King Kong and?
Kind of. There actually kind of is a choreographed moment.
Hell, I'm in.
And I had a chat with Adam Wingard and Rebecca Hall when the movie came out theatrically, and I wish to God I could put it on the show, but it was a round table which involved other voices, which I can't use.
You can't use.
But no, it's a very fun movie. And the whole premise behind it, Times, when it's in like Times Kong, it's when they team up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at first. I had to kind of research.
Because they're titans. And they're fighting against the evil things that are on the other side of whatever the fucking gateway is.
Now we're starting to get a lot of movies with times something. Yeah. And it's like, well, it's not like you're multiplying. What you're saying is they're just teaming up.
And I like to think of it that Monsterfest actually started this trend, which
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it's Fangoria times Monsterfest. I thought it was stupid at the time. I hated it.
But now it's taken off.
But now it's like a thing.
Yep.
But it's a pretty good... Look, these are pretty good releases. The disc does have... I could not find any information about the Australian release, but the US release of the Blu-ray and the 4K, which I'm assuming are pretty much the same. I can't imagine that the Australian release is going to be different. I hope they're not, but you'll be able to find out for sure when they hit the shelves on Wednesday.
Look at the cover if you're interested.
But there is multiple feature. There's an audio commentary with Adam Wingard, plus multiple featurettes that delve further into the histories and origins of these titans. Journey deep into the heart of our world of our world. It's like Hollow Earth. Discover the spectacular of Hollow Earth and meet the new characters. Get an inside look into the film's epic battles and go behind the scenes with Wingard and the cast and crew. So that's pretty fancy. And those extras are both on the Blu-ray and the 4K, which is kind of unusual. The other thing that's coming out is the Godzilla Kong Multiverse 5-film pack, which contains the original Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters.
Which there will be another pack when the next movie comes out. Yeah.
But this one does actually, the 4K and the Blu-ray come with an extra Blu-ray disc full of extra features, including like a round table with all the directors from all 5 films.
That's really cool.
That's
kind of unique.
Interesting. The other thing, which actually didn't pop up on any release, but I know it came out. Oh no, I guess it came out last week, so I won't talk about it. I've just realised. But because there's not much, I thought I'd just talk quickly about both Umbrella and Viavision, and had announcements of their new releases for Umbrella was for October, Viavision was for September. Mm-hmm. Umbrella announced that they're releasing Triangle, which yours truly worked on. But they're also doing Thesis. Have you heard of this movie, Thesis, from 1996? It's a Spanish horror film.
No.
Directed by Alejandro Amenabar. It sounds fucking great, and it's right up your alley. It's all about this girl who's doing a thesis at university on violence.
Okay.
And then she hears this kind of rumor about how in the library, in the sealed off section, there's a snuff film. Like someone else has done this research and there's a snuff film. And she goes down and she realizes that the snuff film was made at the university and that maybe the person who made it is still around.
I'm down. That sounds great.
It's fucking great.
I did see the announcement, but I never bothered to look up what it was.
Yeah. Look, it looks really cool. Hell House box set, which
is that 4 films in that?
I think 4 films. Mm-hmm. The Isle, which I'm really excited about. The Isle, a Kim Ki-duk Korean film. So Umbrella have been doing a lot of Korean films lately. This one I've been really looking forward to because I love The Isle. Mm-hmm. It's a totally fucked up movie, and it's got some great stuff with fish hooks, like those with like 6 or 7 fish hooks. Like one guy swallows it and then yanks it out.
Yes.
And then there's another scene where a woman does something else with it,
Whoa,
which is
same thing, other
end. It's horrific. You do actually, and if you're into scat, you do actually get to see a guy take a shit into a lake, there's a girl with a knife who's under the water, and as he's taking the shit, she swims up and stabs him right in the with a knife. It's great.
Through the taint?
It's through the taint. Oof. In the taint. That movie's tainted. They're also doing Intruder. I know, like it's a favorite of both of ours.
Yeah.
The Scott Spiegel supermarket horror film with
Love
Sam
it.
and Ted Raimi, and it's nice and super gory. It's got a bunch of extras. It'd be great. And Caligula 4K, which I know Jarret worked on. A big release.
Massive collection. That one.
Yeah, multiple versions of the film. I think the collector's edition comes with like a copy of the Penthouse magazine and a bunch of 2 different versions of the script. And
so does this have the explicit cut, like the actual?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's got the explicit cut. It's got the reconstruction.
Yeah.
And the original release.
So you get a bit of this.
You get a you get a bit of that. So that's great. That's all coming out in October. So I'm sure Jarret will be talking about those at the time when they come out. Viavision have some interesting stuff coming out as well. They've just announced 3 box sets for September, and I noticed you've got a couple of these. The Tales for Adventure, the 4th collection.
Which
in that series
looks sci-fi-ish.
Is sci-fi. It's a lot of sci-fi serial. So they've got King of the Rocket Men, Flying Disc Man from Mars, Invisible Monster, Zombies of the Stratosphere, The Mysterious Dr. Satan, and Commando Cody. I'm really looking forward to this.
100%. I will be adding it to my collection.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've also got Voyage of the Damned, which is coming out as like one of their 2-disc kind of box sets. And this includes like a 3-hour bonus cut of the film.
Wow.
Which seems extreme.
Certainly
like
does.
3 hours.
That's like you need a real whole day off to get through that.
The other release they've got is one of my favorite movies of all time, Capricorn 1.
Yeah.
Which is like the first big movie about not trusting the government.
This has one of
what you see on TV.
The greatest, I think, it's an aeroplane chase sequence, like the final act, and it's just stunning. Before Top Gun came along, it's some really incredible stunt work.
It's fantastic. If you don't know, it's all about the faking of the moon landing.
Yes.
Stars James Brolin, O.J. Simpson, and...
Interesting timing. When's this coming out?
It's coming out in September.
Because we've got that new movie, Fly Me to the Moon, coming, which I think is in August.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe sooner. Yeah, which is all about the moon landing being a conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory, yeah. And there is also... It's a 2-disc edition. The second disc comes with the It comes with the original theatrical cut plus the 129-minute alternate cut.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Honestly, I watched it on Blu-ray back when Beyond had released it, or
I reckon I watched it about a year ago.
But I don't know. We didn't pay much attention to the running time, but anyway, that's what's happening on PE class.
Mighty fine job, mate. Like that is a fucking great job. Jarret should be nervous.
I'm sure he is. It's like, you mean I don't have to do this shit anymore? You're right.
Yep.
But should we...
We'll do it.
All right.
You can't fuck it up when you're in live at the desk.
Ooh. Watch me. So we'll go on 3. 1, 2, stay physical.
He forgot, and then until next time.
Yeah, I forgot it. And I purposely went on 3 instead of after 3.
Yeah,
I like you threw down the gauntlet about me not being able to fuck it up, and I proved you wrong.